Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 200th episode of the Positivity Report. Joslyn Davis here. Lily Marston also here. Psyched. Lily, great to see you again. Thank you so much for being here last time. And Joslyn, thank you so much for answering your phone last time.
I have to say, we discussed this offline or maybe also on the phone.
Yeah.
But it must be like a really great comfort level between the two of us, because I can say in the course of my 20-year career, I've never just not shown up at all. And since it's your 200th show.
Whoa.
My mom taught me. My mom's a home ec teacher. You never show up.
What? I love home ec teachers.
Yeah, right? What a lost art.
Underrated.
Bottle of champagne, one for each hand.
Oh,
Josh.
my goodness.
Look at that.
And it's rosé champagne?
Yeah, because I'm fancy.
Rosé bubbles.
Ro-pain?
And rosé.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you
200
so
shows.
much.
Huge.
Little mini Moet. I'm going to put them right next to it. We have drank champagne on the show many a time, and each time I do, I get a headache right around 10:15, and I pass out.
Great.
I'm not going to drink it, but I'm going to keep these.
They're cute to look at. Maybe
Yes.
memorabilia item
think
for
so.
your studio here.
Yes.
You bring them home. You and Amanda
Yeah.
get on the Peloton and just champagne it up.
I like that ride. Actually, that sounds
The
fun.
champagne ride?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I have been drunk on the Peloton before. I'll say
Have you
that.
really? What's that experience like?
It's not great.
Did you throw up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't. Yeah. Okay. So when I was in high school, I was a swimmer in high school.
Okay,
right?
cool.
Now, Saturday morning practice was obviously the worst.
That's terrifying. Swimmers
Yeah.
are also like just doing the earliest. I was going to say rehearsals, because that's where I come from.
It's rehearsal.
Their rehearsals were at like literally 6 a.m.
Play
I
practice.
find that to be just mean.
Yeah, it's
spirited.
before school there was nothing. Like I'd show up at the pool at 5 a.m. and they have to be in class by 7:10.
That's not cool.
No,
that's
it
not
wasn't.
cool.
It wasn't. But I did have abs back then, Jocelyn, and it was awesome.
Well, that's what you got to do.
know.
You got to split the difference.
Come on.
right?
So my mom sent me this picture probably like 5 or 6 months ago, and she's like, "Look how ripped you used to be." I'm like, "God damn it!" I was like, "I just lost 16 pounds in a
You
damn
look
weight loss
great.
challenge." Thanks,
Before we
Jocelyn. I
started
appreciate it.
shooting, I was telling you, you look like you're very fit.
Wow.
You're taking the dad bod like to a new place, right?
Well, I'm like I do curls with Rosie. I do shoulder presses with her. She loves it. She thinks it's hilarious. We go on long walks. She's like the happiest baby on long walks. It's so cute. It's like me falling into like dad mode was overnight. It was just the best.
I love that. I love seeing in our neighborhood, there's a lot of dads out walking around, especially early in the morning. And I tell my husband, you know what's going on here. The mom is like, get this child and yourself the hell out of this house, walk around, and I'm going to take a shower and don't come back for an hour. Is that true or false?
Yeah. Sometimes I'll be at home and Amanda's like, "You should take her for a walk." I'm like, "Just say go for a walk for a
That's
while."
my sign.
Because well, like again, we were talking about the Peloton before the show started, and Amanda, like I know if Amanda's like, "I need to do a workout," I will take Rosie away because she gets distracted by Rosie, and she gets distracted. We got into a fight yesterday. She gets distracted by my parenting style.
Interesting. Do you have a unique parenting style?
No, I have a very nonchalant parenting
Oh,
style.
you're just like casual. Are you paying attention?
Sometimes.
Yes, exactly. See, I know because I'm an actual crazy person. I know as a parent, I'm going to be a new, more annoying version of myself. Yeah, which is like a hard thing to even imagine.
Yeah. And I'm like, I think so nonchalant version of myself with Rosie that Amanda's like, "Are you paying attention to her?" I was like, "She is fine. She is enjoying herself."
She's drinking a bottle of rosé. Let her
Come
live.
on, her name's Rosie, for crying out loud. Yesterday she did walk into it, did crawl right into a wall as she kind of like hit her head because I think she sees the wall as like an obstacle that she needs to climb, obviously, but she can't climb yet, so she just gets her. Like I'll do the impression. She's at the couch going like.
See it, dream it, believe it, Josh. You never know. I mean, she could be the one to go all the way. But I'm curious too. My husband will be like, have you exercised today? And I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean? And it's because I'm like a new brand of just unleashed. If I don't exercise enough, it's not necessarily a physical thing.
Oh, you need it for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
So you're a smart man to
I
just
do need
let
it.
your wife exercise and give her
Yes.
experience.
Grace says before she gets on the treadmill, "I need to run so I don't kill."
Oh my gosh, I love her. I relate.
The line in Legally Blonde. No, she can't murder. She works out and workouts and release endorphins, and endorphins make you happy.
That
Happy
is
people don't murder people.
Truly genius. It's true. How many murderers do you know that were like, "Oh, I just wrapped the Olympics"? Like, not that many.
How many murders do you know, Joslyn?
I know you've been flipping houses in Arizona,
Something
but
to think about, actually.
Yeah.
what do you think, Lily?
Lils,
Should we call
we're,
Lils?
We're the absolute worst.
Yeah.
This is the
What a
the
duo.
She
funniest
did
joke.
respond.
No, she knows about this.
Yes.
She asked me, let's go to lunch after.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
And she hasn't responded, be 10 minutes late.
Maybe she
Should we
thinks
call her?
it's
Let's just
later
give
in
her
the day.
My favorite thing to do is call people on this show. Hey, Ken, why don't you tell Joslyn about Futility, the actual game of living?
Joslyn, we just completed our Kickstarter for Futility, the actual game of living, a new generation of fun and
Wow.
board games. This is going to be a reality. Hopefully by spring, we'll be shipping these games out. Josh is going to start writing. He already is writing, and then we're going to have a lot of fun.
That is so exciting. I think having a successful Kickstarter is something to celebrate.
Absolutely is. I'll tell you, next time you flip a house, why don't we put a box in the closet?
Can we please?
Yes.
I would actually love that.
We'll do it.
I would absolutely love that. We were actually considering having an entire cupboard full of board games, but then I was like, how do you keep track of it? How many moving parts are we going to have in this Futility?
Not a
box?
lot. Dice,
Fantastic.
pieces, 8 pieces, and
yeah.
cards.
It's there's like 500 cards in there because we don't want everybody, like, if you play Futility probably 5 times, you'll never play the same game twice.
Okay, that's great. That's
right?
what you want.
You don't want to hear the repeat jokes. Plus, we've got the expansion packs. Each expansion pack has 100 cards in it. So if you got the $100 level, you get all of those expansion packs. And then you can buy this expansion pack sold separately, still on the Kickstarter.
This is an empire, guys. This isn't. We have products now.
Products.
Yeah.
Physical.
Yeah, you ever
products.
seen the HBO show Secession?
You know, I don't know if I'm allowed to watch that. Actually, I don't know.
I call it
Why is
Secession.
that?
Yeah.
Because
Why?
things are too scary for me, especially if they're realistic.
What's going on?
I can only watch like Gilmore Girls. I'm watching it through for like
Yeah?
the 85th time. That's
Team
also-
Logan or Team?
Oh my gosh! Don't even get me started.
I'm Team Logan. Me and Joe Starr are Team Logan. And a lot of people get upset at us over that.
No, I think Team Logan is totally understandable, especially if you've watched like the reboot or whatever you want to call it.
I did, yeah.
But Jess is just like that bad boy who's misunderstood. He's kind of like Loki.
Is
you know?
Jess a side mouth actor? Is it?
Milo
little bit.
Ventimiglia?
Milo
Yes.
Ventimiglia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's just such a handsome. Just
I know
sweet
Logan was the
man.
boring choice and had,
Is he, though?
a corporate capitalist side to him. I
Yeah.
get it. I just think there was some stability there.
We
but
should
I
start
like
a podcast
Luke.
about this. Luke Danes.
Luke
that
Danes
backward
was-
cap.
He's the guy. He was
Gosh.
I forget the actor's name. He was
So
on
do I.
Seinfeld. I was watching a
was.
YouTube video of cameos in Seinfeld, and he was on Seinfeld.
He was on
with
that
Elaine. He
episode
was
of
he was
Seinfeld.
up for
He
the
was a-
Spongeworthy stuff.
He was.
And if you watch
Yes.
through that whole show, like all seven,
think I'm
8
Spongeworthy.
seasons, there are so many cameos from people that you'll just
Yeah.
be
Go
totally
on.
blown away by.
I feel like in that era, it was like if you did a cameo on Grey's Anatomy or Gilmore Girls, your career went on to total success.
Yeah.
Oh, Grey's Anatomy, isn't it on season like 75?
I think it's
going.
18.
Everyone
Still
is dead
going.
though. and
They're
I don't-
dead.
I don't know why more people
Yes.
keep moving to Seattle because they will eventually die if they're on that show. Right?
All right, so this season we're going to kill so and so and so. Just so you're ready, we won't tell you the episode, but you're going to die.
Everyone except Meredith, and Meredith's probably like, "Will you please just kill me?"
Just murderer.
Please.
Kate in chat says Logan is an a-hole. This is what Joe Starr and I run up against all the time.
I know he is, but I feel like a lot of people like an a-hole as a partner.
David Taylor makes a good point. Another podcast for Ken?
I'll add a 12th.
Yeah.
How many?
You-
Do you have 12 podcasts?
I know. Yeah, I
The
know. No, I
numerous.
probably have 6 or 7 too many.
That's a lot.
Well, you got to spin play. I do it all to make $20.
It all adds up.
It's like
It all
flipping
adds up.
houses.
It is like
Jocelyn.
flipping houses.
Oh my gosh,
flipping
guys.
podcasts.
I seriously, I could use some of that rosé just thinking about some of those experiences. To be honest,
I'm so I watch you and your husband's I watch the one, but I've seen you've done stuff before on the YouTube
Yes.
channel, but now you've got the kind of this official kind of like thing.
Yes.
It's fascinating. How I can't. There's so much work involved in that.
there is
Do you like the demo?
Yeah,
so much work
That's
involved.
good stuff.
I've only done demo like a little bit, honestly.
the demo.
So does my husband.
Yeah.
He loves
It's a
it.
guy thing. I
Even
mean,
though
it's-
we're at a point where we're trying to like really build teams and hire people like experts, he still loves doing the
Yeah,
demo.
you kind of.
I've had a few like weird injuries doing demo, so I feel like I should probably just stay in my lane.
Yeah.
But occasionally I'll pop in if I feel like getting a workout.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Get those endorphins
You know what
out,
I mean?
Jocelyn.
But yes, Ken, it's a lot of work.
A lot of work.
It's a lot of work. But my husband's a realtor also.
That's
So
good.
he takes care of all that business. And then, like I said, I stay in my lane. and
You've got
just-
some contractors and plumbers.
I
And
tell people what
electricians.
to do.
Yeah, I could see that.
Take that wall out,
Yeah.
do this, don't do that, X, Y, and Z. But during COVID, it's been so hard because like nothing is available
Nothing.
as far as raw materials.
No,
Like,
no.
Nothing is available. So
Oh, yeah.
it's been a very creative process.
Yeah.
We got a quick super chat from our buddy Garrett Farney, who came in last weekend for the Queen's Cup, a golf tournament I put on every year, Joslyn. Scottsdale, Arizona, home of golf, basically.
Absolutely. Have you ever gone to the Waste Management Open?
I have, like
Yeah, that's
6
a
years
party.
ago. It's awesome.
It's the only golf tournament I would ever be interested in going
It's
to.
so fun. There's a stadium around the 16th hole, Ken, and everybody screams at every shot. It's basically a frat party, and it's Super Bowl
is.
weekend. I went with the Loudmouth team a few years ago, and we all wear very loud clothes, and it was a blast. And I fell asleep for like 2 hours, but then woke back up. You drink so much in the morning,
Yeah.
and then you take a little nap in the afternoon, and then you wake back
Some
up.
champagne.
It's like
Yeah,
Coachella. I mean,
It
it is like
is.
there's DJs playing.
It's
and
the little definition of brochella. That is the
absolute. Oh my
right?
gosh! If there's never a more broy place than
It's the
Scottsdale,
100%.
Arizona.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yes, like lots of. Were you wearing a matching set? I would hope.
Oh yeah.
Okay, great. Just to
It's
clarify.
bro central. It's amazing. Garrett Farney says, "Congrats, my friend, on a wonderful first 200 shows. Look forward to 200 more." Thank you, Garrett, and thanks everybody for in chat. Lily Marston may be here. We don't know.
You never know. I'm curious though. 200 shows, like that's a lot of shows.
It's a lot of
commitment
shows.
level is high. What show stands out the absolute most for you?
As not including this one,
Obviously, this one aside,
and not
Yes.
including the time that you didn't show up.
Yes, me aside. Just
That was-
anything involving me
Anything
aside.
Jocelyn Davis. I would say the one that we did upside down. We flipped the entire studio upside down, and we did we hung the table from the roof and everything.
Oh, the upside
on
down
April
show?
Fools. On April Fools.
April
Stop.
Fools, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
great.
need to. This is on YouTube. I need to watch
Velcroing
this.
Josh to the roof was difficult.
That was difficult. We had like harnesses and stuff in here. We brought in like a professional guy to do it upside down. And then there was Ken, I think. Well, there was the one that I didn't talk the whole episode. Guest was very confused, and they just kept filling. Ken and the guest kept filling time, and I just stayed silent the whole time, which
How
was
hard
a lot
was
of fun.
that for you? That would be
Very
so
tough.
awkward for me.
Yeah, very, very awkward. And then, of course, was the shirtless episode, which I got a lot of compliments from the ladies and not many male viewers on that one.
Interesting.
Low.
Were you guys going to do a show last time we were here for a different program where you were like removing someone's body hair?
Yeah, that was my body hair.
Yeah.
That was during a live show, like a
Live stream.
That's actually
For
been done
charity.
twice.
yeah for
Okay,
charity.
wow.
Twice.
I've lost a lot of body hair for charity. Unfortunately, all grown back.
You know, that's how hair is.
And
It's
that's why
interesting,
charities
right?
keep coming back to me. They want it more. Jocelyn, I'm completely messing with you. We did none of that we just talked to you
Well,
about.
the
I-
hair
you guys-
one we did.
The hair one we did.
You
the
guys-
upside down one we did not.
I have to tell you, you are looking at Downey High School's class of 2000 voted most gullible.
Yes.
Joslyn Davis.
Really?
Right here, guys.
Wait,
I'm
wait.
living up to my superlative from 20
Wait a minute.
years ago.
Did they hold some kind of competition? How was this determined?
Isn't that so
That's
sad?
a funny idea for a competition.
It's
Who's
like
most
most
gullible?
likely to succeed,
Yeah.
hottest, best smile,
Yep.
most gullible. Why is that a category? I don't know, but that's how I'm remembered.
Wow.
I didn't get best body. I wanted that one. Didn't get that one. I didn't get best looking. Didn't get best eyes. You know what I got? Class of 2000, Jocelyn.
Really? Were you class of 2000
Upper St.
also?
Clair High School, Pittsburgh,
Yes!
Pennsylvania. Okay. Most school spirit.
Okay,
I love
fair.
that.
Led the pep rallies. Most school spirit. And biggest brown noser.
Okay, that's
Ah.
a nice combination.
Yeah.
The Eddie
Teachers
Haskell
love me.
vibes. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I
Teachers
class of
love me.
94,
Yes.
and I got
90s.
most likely to host a talk show.
Stop.
Yeah.
Look at all of us just living up
Yeah.
to our potential.
And,
it's very
um,
exciting.
I think
Yes.
do you know what I wore? This is especially for Josh. You know what I wore in the photo in the yearbook forever?
What?
Miami Dolphins Zubaz pants.
Yes. You know what Zubaz pants are,
Are those the
Jesse?
MC Hammer pants?
Yes,
Kinda,
but with
yeah.
the tiger
Tiger
stripes.
sharks, yeah.
Oh my gosh, my dad used to have those. I
Yeah.
remember we had to go to some warehouse to get him some pairs, and they had
Yeah.
like Velcro on the front.
Oh,
You
yeah.
could, like, do
They're very
moves.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Very, very
I
comfortable.
really loved the Dolphins back then, the Miami Dolphins. And I thought that'd be cool. Everyone will remember me for a long time in those
I'm sure
pants.
they do. I'm
Oh, they
sure
do.
they do.
They do.
You should go to your next class reunion and
Oh,
see.
I'm 30th is coming up. I've been to the 10th, 20, and 25th. They're the best.
Did
I
you
love
go,
them.
Do you go to yours?
Well, no, because 20th was COVID.
Canceled. Same
And then
for me.
they're doing a 21st one this year, but I'm not going to go back. I'm waiting until 25.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
100%. My class actually, I think, did have some sort of gathering, but I was like, I just feel like maybe that's
Yeah.
an
Responsible.
inappropriate time.
Yeah.
Mine
Yes.
was
To show up.
actually
To celebrate.
2 years ago today was my 25th.
Yeah.
Look at you remembering dates.
Well, Facebook reminded me. Too.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Facebook
Yes,
wins
that's
for that
right.
one.
A lot of fun. I love them. I love them.
Me too.
You know, especially 20th and 25th, I had something to go back as, and that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
25th, I rolled in there with Grace, and everyone's like, Ken? I was like, yeah.
You're like, yes, this is me
I
and
did.
my hot fiance.
Yeah. I
Hello.
did it.
Yeah.
Yes.
She runs so she won't kill
She
people.
won't murder.
No, I love going back and seeing, even though we have
Yeah.
Facebook and all of that stuff now where you can kind of like stay in touch in a
Totally.
big way. I love seeing like the random kid you went to 6th grade with,
Yeah.
who like you were in a study group with or whatever, like the people you don't stay in touch with. I love seeing.
My buddy, my brother's best friend from high school texted me the other morning, and we have like this, and we just start sending random names. And then giving people backstories, and people like, no, I actually saw him at the mall. He's got 2 kids. You know, it's that thing. And we started
I love that.
rattling off people that we went to school with but didn't graduate with us. Like people that were in our neighborhood, but then his family moved, right? Or kids that went to like our high school and then moved to another high school, or kids that we never saw again. And I love that reminiscing of that situation. And the people that you want to see at your reunion and don't show up and you leave and you're like, all right, I saw a bunch of people, but I really wanted to see.
Totally.
Blank.
No, 100%. I went to, obviously we grew up before social media.
Yeah.
And me and one of my girlfriends that I have known since kindergarten got like kind of drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were like, I wonder whatever happened to so-and-so. We just started like literally trolling Facebook.
Yeah.
We found so many people
That's
that
so
we hadn't
fun.
talked to since like 1994,
Yeah.
since we were 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And what a fun little hobby and pastime that is when you're drinking. And then you can hop on the Peloton
Yes.
and see where the night
See
takes you.
where the night takes you. Well, Amanda challenged me to drunk Pelotoning. That's what happened. She's like, you're too drunk. And I was like, babe, I can do 20 minutes on the Peloton right now and be fine. 10 minutes in, I was like,
Prove it.
because I came home from golf a little tipsy, which happens. I
golf.
try not to be.
Sure.
But it was also a weekday, and she was a little bummed out. And she was like, "You're too drunk." I was like, "Babe, I'm so listen,
sober.
I could hold Rosie and jump on the Peloton." And I was like, first of all, don't touch the baby. Second of all, show me you can get on the Peloton." And she was like judging me. It was a very funny afternoon in our house. At least funny to me, probably not that funny to Amanda. But
Until you threw up. Borderline.
Correct,
Threw
correct.
up. Yes.
well, so those morning practices in swimming, right? So the
Yes.
Saturday morning practice, high school was like my time to learn how to drink, right? Because when I got to college, I was already like a seasoned professional.
You were, see, I was opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so intrigued. How did you get away with this?
Well,
Are you not the firstborn in your family?
I am the baby.
Oh, then your parents are like, just stay alive.
Yeah.
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 exactly.
Stay alive. We will find you after
Yeah.
college.
Said it a million times before. I'll say it again. My mom has always said, if we had you first, you'd be an only child. Because I was.
Compliment. Because
Yeah.
you were perfect.
Thank you, Joslyn.
Just the way you were.
Appreciate it. Student of the year, 3 out of 4 years in high school.
Are you serious?
But that's just because I was the biggest brown nose. And
Okay,
the teachers
whatever.
voted on their favorite
Yes.
student.
Absolutely.
And then I got to college and I realized you couldn't kiss ass to a professor with like 2,000 students.
That's harder.
And I
That's a
got
harder
C's
play.
and B's in college and got straight A's in high school.
That's wild. Yeah, so you were a good student. It really worked out for
Yeah.
you. I feel like also you were probably on student government.
Yeah, vice president in all the years. My
Yeah.
best friend
We
Beth.
would have gone to student council camp together.
Yes,
I'm
we
sure.
would have. Come
that was
on.
like my brand.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love though. Like you'd meet girls from other schools, like
It's
across
so
the states.
fun.
It's so fun.
My
Stay at a
favorite-
hotel.
My favorite was like the 3 straight guys at cheer camp too. I was like, the true geniuses have just arrived.
Yes, the
These
genius.
3 guys at cheer camp are really, really gonna have some luck.
It's yes. It's like the guys that take dance but are straight, like the straight ballet guy.
Oh my gosh.
My goodness, I wanted to take dance classes my whole life. Unfortunately, like an idiot, I was like fast at swimming at a young age and just kept doing that.
Josh, it's never too late to just pop into a hip hop class. We are in Los Angeles.
I went to a dance class with my wife one time, and that was the only time. It was Body by Simone. Have
Oh
you
my
heard
gosh,
about
I
this?
love that class.
Yeah.
It's hard.
And that was really hard. I was like,
I took my husband to a twerking class.
Oh.
once. That was
Nice.
like one of my favorite memories.
well, I went to a pole dancing class one time, and I was singled out as the performer of the class
Oh, were you?
because I am very good on a stripper pole.
Oh my gosh, I say
That-
prove it. Next time for charity.
Prove it. Yes.
Put it through the ceiling. I've done it on party buses before. I did it at a strip club in Detroit.
In Detroit, of all places.
Yeah, it was a
as
lonely
well.
night at a strip club in Detroit, and I bet the dancer, because I was there shooting a show for Travel Channel.
Just the layers, Josh. The layers of this story.
Peel
And
back.
I told her, I said, listen, I bet you $100 that you'll be impressed by mine. It was a very objective thing. I was like, but you got to be honest. And there was only probably like 10 people in the strip club that night. I got up there. The bouncer, she went to the bouncer. She's like, he wants to get on there.
Yes, yes.
Then the owner came out. He's like, okay.
Cool.
put the money on the stage. A couple of the other dancers watched, did
Praised
about
you.
3 minutes, 2, pour some sugar on me. Everybody knows.
Of course.
Josh coming to the stage, Josh. I needed like a better name. Do you know what I mean? Like I needed like
Yes, you needed a stage name.
And this was about a year after Magic Mike, maybe 2 years after Magic Mike.
So it was prime time.
Prime time.
Yeah.
I got up there, worked it,
You did. Okay.
and got off, and the woman was like, shit. And all of her friends were like, because I can climb up the pole and then slide down upside down.
You can. That's like
Oh, yeah.
J-Lo status. Have
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
seen Hustlers?
Okay.
Literally.
I wasn't allowed.
Okay. There's no reason to be a stripper unless you have major tricks.
Yes.
Unless you can do the trickery
Yeah.
and really bring the heat.
Really bring the heat.
I mean, and the ab workout.
Holy moly.
Let's talk about just
Yes.
the fitness of it all.
The fitness.
Olympians.
Yeah,
True
absolutely.
Olympians.
That's an Olympic sport that I
Look
would
out,
watch.
Simone Biles.
Yes. Simone Biles, like, put, everyone. So I am, we at this, I'm at the strip club. I get my due, whatever. And then I continue to like really put on a show.
You do. Do you know how few men I know could say this? It's kind of like a badge of honor, actually.
Well, the next morning, the guys from Travel Channel was like, just so you know, we cannot tell the network about what happened last
so
night.
let's just
Like,
tell it right now.
Keep it. Well, I'm
Statute
not on
of
Travel Channel
limitations
anymore.
has-
It's done. You don't see the guys from American Pickers doing that, do you, Ken?
My
Not
mom
at
would
all.
love that though.
Yeah.
My mom loves that show. What's
American
the tea
Pickers?
on those guys?
What do you mean the T?
Is there any?
Spill it.
Oh,
My
yeah,
mom
I
is
know.
always wondering if they're actually friends.
No, they hate each other.
Oh, they do. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
then
It's
that-
well known around the channel.
That
they
comes
hate each
across on the show.
Around the offices when you walk in.
Yeah. I mean, don't you think that like if your central casting comes, hey, we need some extras for this movie Hustlers, they tell you nothing about it.
Right.
They're shooting it in New York. You show up, and all of a sudden you see J-Lo strip. Is that the greatest background job in the history of background jobs?
Yeah, it's definitely up there.
Yeah.
For sure. Magic Mike would have been really fun
For
too.
you.
I mean, actually J-Lo probably would have been more impressive because
That movie is insane.
have you ever interviewed her?
No.
Oh my gosh. Have you
sort
ever
of.
seen her in person, Ken?
No, I have some friends who were LAPD guys who were supposed to guard her, and they were told to line up and look at the floor and not look
Oh.
at J-Lo.
Okay, well, I have
True
looked her in the
story.
face.
Well, she is royalty. Ken.
I have looked her in the face. Interviewed her once, and just like
Yeah.
she's unreal looking. There's a halo actually surrounding her head.
I saw her in New York City walk into Cipriani,
Of course,
Right?
yes, makes sense.
and we were there, and she walked in, and pin drop silence because people were
course.
just like,
They could smell her.
Yeah.
You know?
it's
Fly girl in living color.
it's unlike anything I've ever
Yeah,
seen before.
right.
Her, and again, I was at Cipriani because I lived right by it.
You're just a Cipriani local.
Lived right by it, and my parents loved the Bellinis, and my aunt and uncle loved the Bellinis.
Yum.
We'd go to dinner, and like parents are in town, you hit that wallet. Let's go, because I'm not paying for Cipriani.
Of course
I'm,
not.
I'm 23 years old, broke as shit, working as a bartender, and Jay-Z and Beyonce walked in with an entourage.
Gosh, I can't
Oh, yeah.
imagine. I've never seen either of them in person.
Oh, awesome.
They're probably some of the only celebrities I think probably
Yeah.
I've never seen them in person, but almost everyone else.
My mom not starstruck, my dad not starstruck because they didn't really know who they were.
Right.
But then Heather Locklear walked in, and my mom lost her mind.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
She's like, I'm just gonna go over there and say hi. I was like, Mom, do not say hi to Heather Locklear. She's like, no.
cool. Hi.
I'm just like on our way out. I'm gonna stop by the town and be like, I love you in Melrose Place. And then she keeps going. She's like,
I've
"Mom,
seen every episode of TJ Hooker.
Come on, you're my favorite. Because I think she was on Young and the Restless. Like that was her first
I think
gig.
you're right.
Like As the World
Yeah.
Turns, one of the soaps.
Yeah.
And my mom has been a fan forever.
Yes.
And to the point where we're walking out and I see her trying to make like a little angle
little
towards the table.
beeline?
And my dad kind of like hip checked her back to me, and I like grabbed her. I was like, you're not saying
Don't
anything
bother
to
Heather.
Heather
Come
Locklear.
on. You know what's funny is when I first started dating my husband, he lived in this like frat house in Beverly Hills with all these guys. And they were going to throw a party because a couple of his roommates are in the band Pentatonics that, they own Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
you know who they are.
Yes.
They're everywhere right now.
Wow.
And they had won a Grammy, so they're like, let's throw a party. So they go door to door as you do in Beverly Hills and leave notes on the door, like as if your high schoolers throwing a party, like whatever.
Yeah.
A few days later, being like, hey, if we're loud, call us. Also, we're having a party because we won a Grammy. If you want to stop by, whatever. My husband gets a
'Cause we won a
voicemail
Grammy.
from, hello, Chris. Congratulations on your voicemail or on your Grammy. It's me, Sharon Stone. Anywho, he's like, I don't know who Sharon Stone is. I have no idea. So he just like calls her back. They chat for a while, and then he lets me listen to the voicemail, and I'm like, babe. Sharon Stone called you? Like, what the hell? He has no clue.
Save that one forever.
No idea who she was.
Casino?
Now he
Basic
knows
instinct.
Now
the
he
whole
knows.
like
Sliver?
vagina moment,
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah. Oh
But
my God.
I found it very likable.
That's
Well, do you know where Heather Locklear's from, Ken?
no.
Meadville, Pennsylvania, very close to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, my hometown.
Interesting. It's a
Sharon's
wonder you
town.
haven't already just ran into each other
Yeah.
at the gas station.
Hung out.
I will say this. That is my one celebrity interaction I really, really want because
Love her.
yes.
Yes.
And I want to be like, hey, I'm from Western Pennsylvania too. And then we hit it off.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden get invited to Sharon Stone dinner parties.
That's how it goes.
So
It is.
what's
That's how I
like a Western Pennsylvania like thing you could bring up in conversation that would really she'd be like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Well, there's Lake Erie or Conneaut Lake where you'd probably go in the summertime.
Okay, cool.
Or like how many do you put French fries on your salad or just your sandwich?
I didn't know about that.
Western Pennsylvania would put French fries on everything.
As one should.
You
My
would love a
gosh.
Permane Brothers sandwich. It's a meat on thick Italian white bread. It's meat, French fries, coleslaw. Not the creamy kind, the oil and vinegar kind.
Oh,
Cheese, tomato, called
that's
Permane Brothers sandwich.
actually pretty life changing because I do love a California burrito.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
French
a
fries in
that's a
your
Comic-Con
burrito.
tradition for me. Yeah,
Yeah.
at least one.
Actually, same. Remember those days of all of us
Yeah.
going to Comic-Con together? Ken
Good
and I have a
times.
history.
Yeah, remember some of the great times down there. No, actually, I do. That's the thing I miss because I don't love the panels. I don't love covering things. I love food at 2 a.m.
Yeah, the burritos.
the burritos and the parties,
Yep.
Absolutely.
and the
same.
hotel bill
Going to someone
at
else.
the end. Well, yeah.
Us not
I
paying
love
for a
charging
hotel.
other people's credit cards.
It's
It's my
amazing,
favorite.
right? LQ says Cipriani at West Broadway, I'm guessing? Yes, the Cipriani on West Broadway.
So
was
you
the hot
lived
one.
in New York.
I did for
a
2 years.
while.
No,
okay.
just 2 years.
2 years. So you like
Oh,
studied abroad
long enough.
there.
Studied
And
abroad
What
there.
was like? Why'd you leave? Was it too cold or?
Yeah, I just wanted. I've wanted to live in LA since I was 10 years old, and I saw Johnny Utah on the beach against Patrick Swayze in Point Break.
Yes.
And I've always wanted to be in California. I've always wanted to like live in Los Angeles and pursue this dream and do this. And New York was not my pace.
It's hard to live in New York.
Nobody's
hard.
happy. Nobody's
But
happy.
they act like they're super happy.
They act like they love the energy of New York.
It's
Shut
cool,
up.
but I don't like weather.
Yeah,
I'm from
ugh.
here. I can't do weather.
Yeah.
It's too hot in the summer. It's too cold in the winter. There's no in
Outside
between.
is weather.
And my favorite hobby on the planet, the only thing I truly enjoy doing outside of my family and like being with people and doing this and work is golf. And you can't do that living in New York City.
No, you can't. You probably have like a solid 2 months of golf weather, right? In New York or none?
Well, you have about like beginning of May until like end of September. But if I'm living in the city and I don't have a car, I have to take a subway all the way out to Van Cortlandt Park and wait to get a tea time, which I may or may not get. And that's a 2-hour plus subway ride
It's
with
really
golf
just-
course.
That's just really too much.
Yeah.
The subway thing you'd really lose me there. But here you can golf every day.
Exactly.
If you want to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And how many
that's-
times you gone to the beach?
I thought the beaches here were going to be like the Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
How are they different? See, I'm not very in tune with the Jersey Shore and what's happening.
Well, so I went to a place. I grew up going to a place called Ocean City, New Jersey, and then Avalon Stone Harbor, New Jersey. Right,
Okay.
all in South Jersey.
Okay.
Right, so not the fist pumping Jersey Shore.
It's a
Right?
different region of Jersey.
Yes, it's more like blazers and white linens kind of.
Oh, it's more of just like
it's a little booze.
like a yacht rock kind of a vibe,
Thank
right?
you. That's where my
See? There you
love
go.
of yacht rock was born.
Okay.
Right? A little Lionel Richie, maybe some Christopher Cross, Hall & Oates,
Oh my gosh.
Michael
Hall &
McDonald,
Oates.
Dewey Brothers, that
Oh.
kind of stuff.
You're
right?
speaking my dad's language right now.
I feel like I speak every dad's language every time I tell somebody that. I'm like, yeah, I was a dad when I was 11. I was like, this is my music. This is what I want. Just
I
want to
love
listen to
it.
yacht rock.
I love it.
Put me in boat shoes, some short shorts, and a nice button down. Okay, I'm fine. So, but down there, all the beaches are like pristine. At least the beaches I went to, pristine. Everybody's there, happy on vacation. There's like a boardwalk, and it smells like. Here, it's like, okay, you might get stabbed.
You might, yeah, you might.
You might get stabbed. People are very protective of the beach. The beach feels very dirty. Like Hermosa and Manhattan Beach are like probably the nicest ones in my opinion of Southern California. Or you got to drive 2 hours to get to a beach in Malibu that also is like, I don't know about it.
Right.
Jersey Shore, it's like we got all our families, and we're there all day. Here's like people just show up with like a 40, and they're like, "Hey, welcome to the beach."
See, I like both versions. I like to be able to have the 40 or maybe the large Truly or Vizzy or whatever it is.
Truly.
But I also like having a nice civilized, picnic.
Oh,
day
it's not like we weren't
too.
drinking on the beach as a family. Like you weren't
Just
supposed
had it
to.
in a nicer cup.
Yes,
probably,
or like in a
right?
koozie, if you will.
See, I have to venture out to the eastern side and check out the beaches out there. I haven't really done that.
Yeah, you'd love it. Go
I
to Avalon
would.
Stone Harbor in South Jersey. You'd live for
But
it.
I love the beach in general. We go all the time.
Oh,
My
do you?
husband surfs like He's from Arizona, but there's a reason he lives in California too.
He loves to surf.
And that's the main reason.
I tried surfing for a long time, and I just couldn't. I'm good at skateboarding, snowboarding. I thought it would translate. It does not. So I went back to the golf course where I felt way more at home.
You should take it up again. You should try it again. Try it with a bigger board. Don't do the little short
It sounds
board
like
thing.
a divorce thing. Like you should try with a bigger man. Thanks, Joslyn. Is Lily okay? I texted her,
don't
"Are you
know.
okay?"
She's honestly probably asleep.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
love that.
She's very
This-
nocturnal.
I love this
So-
flip side. When Joslyn was missing, Lily was like, "She's dead.
She's dead.
Joslyn's like, "She's okay."
No, she's probably asleep. See, here's
Yeah.
how it's so funny with our friendship. We used to be like on the same schedule,
Right.
You know, like working in an office and doing all of that. But after that chapter of our lives closed, I have continued my life of waking up at 5 a.m. because I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Usually when I wake up in the morning, she is still awake.
Oh.
So
Right.
she goes to bed at like 7 or 8 a.m. So we
Is
have
that
those
when
like
she gets her
little,
best sleuthing done?
Yes, because she is solving. I told
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to call the FBI
Yeah.
and tell those people they should hire her because they need her help. I mean, if Dog the Bounty
100%.
Hunter is doing a better job than them, we need a little Lily out there. You know what I mean? Come on.
You don't have enough FBI agents that have the same like charisma, like the it factor that a Lily Marston has.
No, absolutely. I think that they could really benefit from investing.
Like I feel
in
like
her.
she'd walk into an FBI office, Ken, and everybody's like, "Whoa,
And she'd be like, "Go screw all of yourselves.
Yeah.
You're all idiots."
you're dummies."
She'd be solving crimes at 4 a.m. with a Dr. Pepper in her hand. just
Correct.
on the
The most honest person I've ever met in my
Yeah,
life. Like
straight
we
up.
have been in meetings with very important people who know that and believe that they're important. And the stuff
They're
that
the
I've heard
worst.
her say to them is just revolutionary, quite frankly. The texts that I've seen that she has sent high-ranking people in our entertainment world, just telling them to like go screw themselves, is like actually inspiring
Yeah.
to my heart and soul.
I
So
think-
I get that vibe.
I was in a lot of meetings with her that weekly Tuesday, but when I
Oh,
first
the
got hired at
weekly
Defy,
Tuesday.
that's where I first met Lily, was in those meetings, just kind of like, over it. I was intimidated. I was like, I'm going to
she would just be like, "All these ideas are stupid."
yeah. Kind
Take out her little weed pen that
Yeah.
people didn't even know what it was.
Yeah.
They thought it was like,
Just
I
a
don't know.
jewel.
It should be riding around the office on those little motorized wheel things that got banned because they exploded.
Well, no, there
Oh,
was
the
actually a
hovercraft.
person in the office who
Yeah.
this was like under the radar that broke their leg. Someone in accounting, very specifically.
Yikes.
So
Talk about
we
an
had,
HR
to
nightmare.
we had to shut that down.
Shut
Yeah.
that down.
Yeah.
John Mariano says, disregard this anti-New York rhetoric. Come visit beautiful New York during our humid August and frozen Februarys. Yeah.
See,
I love visiting New York, though.
I love New York.
Yes.
I'd love to live there for about 3 weeks out of the year.
Yes, good
Let me
plan.
tell
September
you.
29th through October 15th.
As soon as it started getting cold in Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh, like New York is cold, Pittsburgh's on a different kind of level because we get the lake effect snow and we get like wind.
It's very
It's
cold, wind
cold.
chill. Yeah.
And it's very gray and dark. Like it's sunny maybe like 50 days a year in Pittsburgh max.
Oh.
It's very tough.
How are you swimming there?
Well, here's the thing. So I'm swimming in the summertime, obviously, but in the wintertime, that's when swim season. So you're swimming indoors. We have indoor pools
indoor.
everywhere.
Okay, great.
Yeah, indoor pools everywhere. I swear to God, as soon as I started swimming for like high school teams, I played golf from September till about October. That's the golf season, and then once November hit, I'm in the pool. I had an ear infection for like 6 straight months.
Ooh, that's not fun. That hurts your brain.
Yeah.
It's awful. Like my ears hurt. I can't put like earbuds and things in my ears. I have to
They're
wear
too
headphones. Like,
sensitive.
too sensitive. I'm a sensitive guy,
Oh
Johnson.
my gosh, we should send you to someone for that. I know some good earwax removal people. Have you ever tried that? You guys should
The
do
burning
that
one?
on this show.
I'd love
Bring
to
in the
do that.
earwax removal doctor.
Yeah.
It is hashtag satisfying.
It's some of
Is
my
it?
favorite ASMR.
Right?
Is ear cleanings.
Oh my gosh, I bet you
Japanese
could
ear
get it for
cleanings.
free. You
Yeah.
could do a little collaboration.
Interesting. I've done the candle, like the burn
That
one.
is so weird.
That is, it
Isn't
crackles in your
great?
ear. Yeah, it's really cool though.
It's really, really weird. I
Yeah.
also love pimple popper.
I can't
Yeah.
watch that.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Can't do it.
I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
What
You
if,
gotta get
look,
rid
if
of
we
it,
just
yeah.
get a plate of pizza rolls. It's kind of the same thing, right?
Yes.
You just film that up close.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
You should collab with her though too.
The pimple popper?
Get her in here. Find somebody who's got some stuff going on and just go to town. I'll come on that day. I'll be your PA.
I'll let you run the show. If we have the same first name, basically, just in female form, Joslyn, Josh. It's like, what do we call a Josh female? Oh, Joslyn. Perfect. That's
Exactly.
easy.
No one will even notice. No.
No.
one will even notice, Josh. It's gonna be amazing.
I dated a girl in high school for like 2 weeks, and her name was Jocelyn. I was like, we can't do this.
Too confusing.
It's too confusing.
Right?
People were calling her Joss. I'm like, whoa. You got to call her
It's
Jocelyn
hard.
or Lynn or me Shua.
That's kind of an interesting choice, right? When people that are named Joshua make the choice to be like, I would like to go by Shua, like what is happening there?
It's the parents. That's just bad parenting, or it's just some dude trying to be an idiot. I had a friend in college call me Shu. I'm like, it's not my name.
Ooh, that's kind of fun though. That could work. Shua is like depressing to me, but Shu is like a little
Shoo
like,
outta
ooh,
here.
I'm so edgy and cool.
Yes.
I do have a friend who actually, as I looked down to see if Lily had texted me, which she has not, named Alex, who recently married Alex.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
That was an old rapid fire question on Josh Macuga show. Was could you marry or be with a person with your same first name?
Yeah.
And most everybody answered no.
Or sister, mother's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be weird.
My sister's name is Katie, but she goes by Katya now. But I dated a Katie for about a month, and that was
How fun. How does one like make the choice? Like, I'm now Katya.
Well, so we're Russian. Long story short,
Oh, you
Russian.
are?
So
Okay,
I was
so it
supposed to be
makes
named
sense.
Sasha. My dad didn't
Okay.
want it, and my sister was going to be named Katya, and my dad didn't want it because he was raised in the 50s with the Red
Okay,
Scare. So he was
right.
literally the Russian was beat out of him by people at school.
Yeah.
So when she just changed.
It's her chosen name.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Interesting.
Kingsport
Cal chimes in. My daughter's name is Joslyn. I don't know if he's messing with us
No, that's a name.
because I love that name. I
like
call her
Jazzy.
Jazz.
Jazz. I think that's really fun. I don't ever meet people with my same name spelling or pronunciation.
It's usually Joce.
And it's got like the Joslyn sound. Mine is
Joslyn.
meant to sound like
Jaws.
a shark.
Joslyn.
You know, Joslyn.
Joslyn.
So,
Damn
yeah,
it.
the more you know. There you go.
Is that why you and your husband got together? Because he's a surfer and you're a shark?
I actually don't know why he likes me. I should probably ask him.
I'm getting to that same thing with Amanda. Like, why do you like me? What is it that I
know.
do here
I'm like,
that
you're definitely like a really good person. So what's happening, Kara?
You're a good person. You're a good person.
I know, but you know, I
was gonna say,
I
you're
told
pretty
him I
awesome.
wanted to marry him so that I could like turn into him, you know, because like eventually you become like the people you spend most time with, whether you want to or not. So if you have the chance to pick that person that you're like, I would like to morph into you, I feel like you gotta really think it through.
I will say the first time, so I fell in love with Amanda, and I've told her this before. We would been dating, and I told her I loved her on like our second date. I mean,
You did?
yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's cute.
it was early on, and then she thought I was too drunk. I didn't remember it, and she's like, "Do you know what you said to me last night?" I said I love you, and she's like, "Oh, okay."
bet.
It's like, oh shit.
It's back then.
Got real.
It's a fair bet.
2015.
It's a fair bet. Yeah, it's a
More
fair
than
bet.
likely, I was intoxicated. And so, Kingsport Cal says it's real. Josh, my name is Calvin, so hence Joslyn, and we do call her Jazz. It's amazing.
That's cute.
I
I
love
love that name.
That's great.
Jazzy J.
Jay.
You know, one time Lily and I were at a party for this guy named Prentice Penny. He's a big deal in Hollywood. I love him.
Prentice Penny.
Yeah, he's a showrunner, Insecure. He does a ton of. I don't know how we became friends with him. Actually, I do. It's a long story, but like it was really weird that we got invited. And we're at this party, and it's all these famous people everywhere except us. And I was like, oh my gosh, this music is so good. It's almost like DJ Jazzy Jeff style. Like I feel. And then I turn around. Who should be in the DJ booth? DJ Jazzy Jeff.
What?
I was like,
What?
you know, that's what happens in Hollywood.
That's kind of the thing is like when things like that happen, you kind of get the chills, right? You're like, holy shit, I'm in Hollywood. This happened. Like I went to a
very
party and I was like, God, this DJ's. It was Questlove,
Stop.
right?
That's amazing. I love him.
And I was like, what? How did I get invited
Isn't he
to
from
this?
Pennsylvania?
Yeah, he's from
See,
Philly.
You guys should have vibed.
I went to his concert. He came to Penn State, and Roots did a free show at like
Okay,
a
I
rec
think
hall.
they did when I was in college too, because we were
Were
in
you going
college
for a high
at
five?
the same time.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to officially the nerdiest school in all of America. Go Anteaters, UC Irvine.
UC Irvine.
Yeah.
I was the only
Amazing.
person going there not to become like a scientist.
Saw my first anteater a couple weeks ago at the LA Zoo. They got an anteater there.
Do you have an
See,
anteater?
full circle moment.
What's the name of the anteater? Does he have a name?
Peter.
Peter the anteater.
Yes.
Peter the anteater.
We actually follow each other on Twitter. We have a good rapport.
Oh, sure.
If you ever want to meet and greet for your family,
kind
let
of
me
into it.
know.
I do.
It's a real anteater? You guys have like an actual?
I don't think they have the real animal.
Okay.
No, I think it's just the mascot
Yeah.
costume.
Because there are some bigger colleges, like LSU
Yeah.
has a full tiger exhibit.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no. My school, again, nerdiest school in America. People are more focused on like curing infectious diseases than like going to sports.
It's really
events.
a possum with a mask.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you
Is that
saw,
an eater? Yeah.
You saw the Roots.
I did. I saw the Roots.
Were they
and-
with De La Soul? Was Fergie there?
No.
This was the concert I remember. It was a lot of marijuana smoke.
Yo, yeah, 2000. Oh, there you go. There's the anteater.
There
from,
he is.
There's
There's
Peter
my
the
buddy.
anteater. Is that what
See?
Conan O'Brien?
Conan.
Why does he? Oh, because the face. You have to see out
What's
of
the
the face.
statue one on the bench there?
Oh, that's also the answer.
Is that on campus?
Yeah, isn't that
Oh,
terrifying?
that's adorable.
It looks like a weird like wiener face.
Ikaika, show the Penn State Nittany Lion statue because we have a big sculpture.
Did you go
as
to
well.
Penn State?
I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
You can't leave the
What's
state
a
of
litany?
Pennsylvania.
Is
Yeah,
that
Nittany?
What's that?
Mount Nittany is the mountain.
Oh, I thought that
Penn
was an
State is.
animal I had never heard of.
Well, it is like it's a extinct now like version of a bobcat mountain lion kind of a thing. But there's our statue. Like it's a big
Do
lion.
you guys have a live creature?
No, we used to.
Okay.
But then
It ate someone.
Yeah, it ate a student. And then it ate a player, and
And
then
it went extinct.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
what a dark story.
I know, totally. You used to have to climb Mount Nittany as part of like a pledge, like pledging a
Oh, were you
fraternity.
frat?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. We could go so many places. We're like the same.
Are you sorority?
person. Of course I was.
What? Wait, hold
I'm
on,
just
hold on,
miming
hold on.
with you.
Hold
I
on.
was
Wait.
okay,
Wait,
I
no,
won't
don't
tell
tell
you.
me. Kappa Alpha Theta?
Yes.
Boom! How did I know? You know who else is a Kappa Alpha Theta?
Your wife?
Nope, my mom.
Oh my gosh, sisters.
Yeah.
It was so funny. No one in my family was in the Greek system until me. And I came home from like freshman year, whatever, Thanksgiving, and all I had been posting or showing my dad all these photos like this. That was like the kite. And my dad was like,
'cause they're a
stop
kite.
doing this vagina sign in our house immediately. But yeah, I still have all the best friends.
Oh, come
from
on.
The best people ever. What? Okay,
Kappa
hold on.
Alpha Theta.
What frat were you?
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
I won't give you a hint.
Oh,
You
give me
gotta
a
guess.
hint.
Okay, it's one of the bigger like national ones.
Okay.
Like, it's
Are you
kinda
an SAE?
Am
Am I right? My husband's an SAE too.
Yes.
Okay.
Phi Alpha. Come on.
So, is that the true gentleman?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so Patty Murphy, I almost
Yeah.
got arrested at.
Did you meet your husband in college?
No, we met, as all do in Los Angeles, through a reality TV producer.
Oh, right.
No, but my husband went to U of A, which famously throws Playboy's #1 ranked frat party in America called Jungle Party,
Okay.
where they turn the entire frat house into a swimming pool.
Whoa.
You enter on a slide, and my husband is the oldest of 6 boys, so
Whoa.
he has brothers who are literal children right now. And we went back just
Jungle
5 years
Party.
ago to Jungle Party. And we left when I thought people were going to start dying.
Yeah.
But yeah, frat life.
So
I love SAE.
So Patty Murphy back in the day. So Ken, this is the history of Patty Murphy and Penn State. SAE is like that's their famous party
Yes.
every year. So Patty Murphy during Prohibition went down into our basement and he drank all of the alcohol to save us from getting in trouble, and he died in our basement.
Hear it.
Sad.
And so every year you throw a funeral for him.
Gotcha.
Okay, now. Back in the day, this is before I got there, they used to do a literal funeral procession down
They
Beaver
did.
Avenue with a coffin and everything. And
Down Beaver Avenue.
that was because we lived in the Beaver Valley.
Okay, great. All right. awesome.
Our stadium's called Beaver Stadium.
Okay.
It's a little inappropriate,
Great.
but
I like it.
yeah. So we weren't allowed to do that anymore because they was like, well, it's not a real funeral, and they never told anybody, but they kept doing it year after year, and the town was like,
Thought people were actually
Dying.
dying. Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
so, but we still had this coffin.
Okay.
So we marched it. We didn't just marched it through Frat Row and then back, and there was a pledge in it.
Oh my. Of course there was.
There's
And
a
you
pledge
forgot
in it.
it was in there or something. This
He
person-
fell asleep in there, and we forgot about him for a while, and he woke up in there.
That
Coffin
is
was
so scary.
still locked, poor guy. But so, and you dress up like you're in the 1920s. You dress up like flappers and gangsters and
So
all that kind of.
fun.
It's super super fun. But our famous party that we did every year, we did a big luau, and we filled our house with like 4 to 5 inches of sand through
my
the whole first floor of the
gosh.
house, and then it took about a year to re-clean it, and then you filled
And
it
then
again.
you just filled it with sand again. Yeah, I was amazed. My college, like I said, was very nerdy, but the SAEs were very cool. Went to Patty Murphy many times. Had a
Yes.
blast with those guys.
Yep.
So it makes sense that I would come full circle and marry one. But when I went to this jungle party 5 years ago, you guys, this is like a legendary. Like my guy friends from college were like, "How did you get into that?" They had an $80,000 budget for the party. Okay. They had to hire an engineer to build the pool. And when we got there, it was a Vegas DJ. I was like, this is way cooler.
Yeah.
My college, like, people did not have time for this.
Our claim to fame was Dave Matthews played our front yard.
Stop.
Yeah.
That is very cool.
It was pretty cool.
That when you were there or a different time?
Yeah. No, about 4 years before I got there.
That's legendary.
Yeah. And then OAR played our front yard when I was there.
Okay, that's also very cool.
Yeah.
Have you gone back to visit?
Okay, so not during school because it's so far, but I have taken Amanda during the summertime to like see the house and like
Yes.
see Penn State. And we want to get back for a game day. I'm gonna wait till like Rosie's of age and I
That'll
can
be
take her to see
so
a game.
fun.
Because Penn State on game day, like Penn State on non-game day, very like quiet college campus. You know what I mean? In the middle of Pennsylvania, middle of nowhere. game day, we turn into the third largest city in Pennsylvania.
That's wild. Is the house
It's huge.
disgusting or is it really nice?
Actually, it's a beautiful house, and we keep it very nice.
Okay, the pledges keep it very nice.
Correct.
Let's be specific. How fun. See, we are the same person. This is so exciting.
As David Taylor, Jocelyn and Josh just mind blended each other.
It's crazy. What else can I say? Oh my gosh.
SAE.
What did you study in
Cap out the
college?
data. Supply chain management, information sciences.
I have no idea what you just said.
Yeah, exactly.
Supply chains.
I studied how to try and get to Los Angeles to be in front of a camera.
And
basically.
here you freaking
Here I am.
are.
If I'd had any kind of advisor, he'd probably be like, why don't you get into broadcast journalism? I'm like, okay, idiot. No, I'm going to major. No, my brother was a supply chain major, so I was like, all right, this is easy. I'll just get all the tests and like pass. And I
Okay,
did it.
so it was more of just like a practical analysis of college.
But also, yes, correct.
Yes.
But also my parents like, you need to major in something that you can fall back on.
Smart. How much practical or how much supply chain, whatever you said, are you using?
Well, I'm
these days?
currently sourcing a board game, so I'm using it
Okay,
now,
see?
Jocelyn.
Love
Futility, the actual game of living. And speaking of sponsors, Jocelyn.
Yes, tell me more.
It would behoove me to mention our sponsor, Perk. PerkClothing.com. Hit the code
Oh my gosh.
GPA-2021 for 20% off your order. I'm currently wearing the pocket tee, Jocelyn.
I
and
really, really like these fabrics.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
they look very like recyclable.
They are.
materials.
It's a sourced cotton. It's Pima. It's probably the most comfortable shirt I've ever put on my body. I have a lot of their clothes now, and I wear it all the time. Amanda has re-fallen in love with me. Had I had this
Talk
kind
about
of
a perk.
boom. Ken, you doing okay over there? You look like you were.
Yeah, back problem going on really
okay.
bad today. I don't understand why.
You could put on some Perk, Ken. I believe
Yeah.
their slogan is, "If your back hurts,
This
put
will
on
heal
Perk.
you."
This will heal you."
That's what it is.
Because I'm working on some taglines, Jocelyn, and my favorite one so far is, "It doesn't matter what you look like with your clothes off, when you look this good with your clothes on."
I kind of really love that. My gosh, you need to start like writing jingles or mottos for people.
Here it goes. Welcome to Perk. Don't be a jerk. Wear your Perk.
Yeah.
If you are self-conscious about being naked, put on Perk clothes.
Oh my
PerkClothing.com, at shop.perk on Instagram. Use that code GPA-2021. They got the chinos. Ooh, they got the chino.
Chino.
Yeah.
See, that's probably good for golfing too.
You should talk. Your husband, I bet, looks great in a pair of
He
chinos.
does look good in a chino.
See?
Yeah, he does.
Go to
Fashion.
perkclothing.com.
Fashion indeed.
Christmas is coming up, or he could look good for a family Thanksgiving, or maybe you guys finally get the show on HGTV.
Yeah.
It's called Jocelyn and Jeff. What's your husband's name?
Chris.
Damn it.
It's close. It's super close. Super close.
Who needs JC? Jesus Christ! When you got Jocelyn
You
and
know
Chris,
what's so funny
flip
is that
church. Oh,
is
wait.
that one of my friends, Dana Ward. I don't know if you would know her, Ken.
Yeah.
She used to be in this world. Now she's running an empire. When we launched our show, she was like, "Oh my gosh, your guys' names are Joslyn and Chris, J and C. It's just like Jesus Christ,
The carpenter."
And you guys believe in Jesus Christ, so it's like perfect. You guys are gonna go all the way. And then someone else said, Chip and Joanna. J and C. I don't know.
Whoa.
You guys.
Flip it. Flip it. Literally flip it.
It's crazy, right? I know.
Oh my God.
I know. It's all the signs.
Honestly,
around
I'd
us.
watch her show. Let's send the reel. I'll send it to my friend Leanne. She's got a show on HGTV.
Please do.
Boom.
I would love that. It's been quite fun.
Pittsburgh,
Looks fun.
Arizona. It's basically the same place, just warmer. It's nowhere
It's
near.
basically polar opposite.
Yes.
Yeah. Arizona's
Literally.
like just it's not you need to stay indoors
Yeah.
for a big chunk of the year. Like
Yeah.
disclaimer to all.
Or inside a mellow mushroom.
Oh, we did do stand up there. Have you
In a
ever been?
mellow mushroom.
There's the pizza chain Mellow Mushroom, and there's one. Was it Scott?
Tempe.
Tempe.
Downtown
Ooh,
Tempe.
Downtown
Tempe.
Tempe.
That's a fun college town as
Yeah.
well.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where our friend Lily went.
That's
she
where
could have
our
been
friend
part of
Lily
all
went.
those conversations
Yeah.
we had. Go to Mellow Mushroom. It's one of the best pizzas I've ever had at a chain restaurant. It's
Okay.
fantastic.
Yeah, Mark
I've
Ellis
never
took us there.
been.
He was like, "We're going there. We're like a chain pizza restaurant. We kind of want to move there."
Oh wow, I do live to eat though. I mean, like
Mm-hmm.
maybe 50% of the day I'm thinking about food or talking about
I'll
food.
give you that. I think mine's probably north of that. But
It's just like life's best joy, I
Yeah.
believe.
I
honestly.
don't disagree.
I got some Streamlabs.
Hit
when
it.
you're ready.
Yes.
L. Redmond, that's our friend Lucy Redmond. To 200 episodes and beyond. Big donation from Lucy. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
the laughs,
Lucy.
fascinating stories, and thoughtful vibes you bring that have become something we look forward to each day. Daniel Medina, who
Boom.
I met in person last week at Flappers. Congratulations on 200 episodes. Thank you for bringing together this amazing community. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Oh,
Thank
wow.
you for
guys
those
have the
Streamlabs.
best community. And I feel like
We
the
do.
show is called The Positivity Report, and you're spreading that.
And you are a breath of positivity, Joslyn.
You know,
Joslyn.
thank you. I feel like it's just the way I was born, and it's just my parents made me this way. But also,
I would like to meet your mom and dad.
Oh my gosh, they're crazy. They're very available. You should have them on the show. They're very young and retired, and now they're like, what do we do? So if you have any projects for them, my mom can sew you something. My dad will build you something.
Yes.
Please bring them in. But they're lovely, lovely people. My family's very weird.
Yeah,
As
I
a
think most
compliment.
people's families are pretty weird. We had my dad on the show on Friday.
I love that.
And my dad talked to me. He's like, well, have a coin guy. And we're all like, you got a coin guy?
A numismatist.
Yeah. Is that what that's called?
Yeah, my sister worked at a coin shop. She said people would call in and
crazy.
she would be like, it was in college and it was her college job. Our friend's dad is like a very big coin guy. Okay. And my
Are we
sister,
related?
we probably honestly are.
I feel like we're like brother and sister.
We might be twins. We could be twins.
separated at birth.
My sister said people would call and they would be like, I'm calling about the coin from 1860. And she'd be like, I have it in my hand. And she would say what would proceed to happen was like a coin-gasm from the people on the other side, because they'd be like, what does it feel like? And she'd be like, it's very smooth. People would be like, oh my gosh, like freaking out about the coins. You know, there's something for
Yes,
everyone.
everybody's
Josh.
got something. My dad also apparently has a trophy guy.
A trophy guy.
He makes trophies for a lot of different things,
Trophy
like for
guy,
the Queen's
yeah.
Cup we just played this weekend.
Okay.
But my dad was great on the show. My mom and dad have been on Josh Pretty before.
Love.
They were also on like pretty much every talk show I've ever done. I brought my parents on because they're very funny, very unique people, and they tell me straight up how much they love to hate me.
That's how my family keeps it so real.
So real.
Like
So
people
real.
are like, oh, how do you stay so down to earth? I'm like, have you met my family? Oh my gosh.
The
They're
the
like-
Irvine Davises or the Davises? Depends on the town in California.
My dad is actually highly featured in our show on the Flip.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you'll see firsthand, he's not here to play. He's
Is
like,
his name Jeff?
his name is Phil.
Phil.
Phil Dog. And he'll
Phil
tell me
Dog.
regularly that I'm the only person that thinks I'm funny. No one else does.
I think you're pretty funny.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Have my dad on the show and tell him
I
that.
will. I will. I was on a bachelor party one time, and I called this guy Phil the whole weekend. And after like 2 days, he's like, "Just so you know, my name is Jared." And I was like, "What?"
Was he giving off Phil Dog energy?
Yeah,
though?
like totally Phil Dog energies. Yeah, and everybody else started calling him Phil too. And he's like, "All right, I guess I'm Phil now."
So
I
now
just-
he's just legally changed his name because it was the best weekend of his life anyways.
I met his parents at the wedding after the bachelor party, and they're like, "Why do you keep calling us?" They were from Boston. "Why do you keep calling our son Jared Phil?" And I was like, "His name is Phil. You guys didn't name him correctly. I just want you to know you didn't name him correctly."
Oh, I love that.
Well, we thought we were going to get Lily and Jocelyn, but we just.
Unfortunately,
one
for
at a
you
time.
guys.
We'll edit the episodes together and put
Funny thing
Yeah.
is now this urban legend that Jocelyn and Lily never appear in the same room.
Oh my gosh,
anymore.
that we hate each other,
Yeah.
or that we're the same person. That we're a shapeshifter.
One's a house flipper, one's a sleuth.
yeah.
This fall on EWTN, the Catholic Network.
Oh my gosh, yes.
They don't have any house flipping shows.
They don't. Oh my gosh. I think some of the things I say would be a little too edgy for EWTN.
Maybe.
But bless them. You know,
Yeah.
just when I talk about like the erect cacti in the front yards of the houses, it's just a little much.
Can you chop down cactuses with a sword?
I haven't tried, and I don't think I will.
Oh, I kind of want to do that, like a ninja sword.
But they're big, and I
Yeah.
mean they're scary. Some of them. I just have to say, we just stay. Keep.
They're
our distance.
terrifying. Have you ever touched a like? It was like, oh, they can't.
No,
Boom,
it's
blood.
bad. I have had a run-in with a cacti actually, and it was not pleasant. I will say. So yeah, no, I can confirm you don't want to do
We should
that.
just go and be on your Arizona Flipping House show. It's like we're just like there giving kind of some commentary so we can get Mellow Mushroom, basically.
Yeah. It's a
If you guys ever do, let us know because
Yep.
we actually have an Airbnb there.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Is
opening.
it near a Top Golf?
What was that?
Is it near a Top Golf?
Everything's near Top Golf in Arizona.
true.
Oh my gosh, Top Golf is fun.
It's amazing.
For anyone.
Yes.
It's more of like a drinking social activity,
Sure.
honestly. But yeah, we have an Airbnb there.
Wow.
Let me know when you guys are going to the Mushroom Pizza.
Yeah. Next time, Ellis, we'll get Ellis to book that show.
Yeah.
Pub Rock Live. We'll get there.
Jocelyn Davis.
Heck yeah. Oh, I like that.
That was
too.
that was a category on Josh B last time.
It
we played.
was. I remember.
Jocelyn Davis.
I'm glad you reminded me.
No problem. Well, we were supposed to play Josh Pretty again today
We'll see that happens.
with Lily and Jocelyn, but
Gosh, we're losers.
It's all right. I've had it written now for about 3.5 weeks, so we'll just one of these days we'll get it done.
Someday in this century, who knows? Gosh, we really are just so unprofessional.
I don't care.
So I do. It's rude. It's absolutely rude.
Nowhere in my life has anybody called me professional. Like I try, but every time it just falls apart. I don't care.
So, but wait, you did 200 episodes of something. Like
Correct.
that's not normal for someone who claims to be potentially unprofessional. I think you're very professional. What's happening in the next 200 episodes that I can get?
Well, we're definitely gonna do that
about?
upside down episode for
Yeah,
you.
we're gonna
You
do that.
should.
I forgot the logistics of that.
Probably
Sponsored
get
by
J-Lo
Stranger
on.
Things or
Yes.
something.
Probably get J-Lo involved in
Okay,
an
great.
episode.
Yeah.
To answer your question back, my favorite episode, they've all been amazing. I've been very lucky to have some awesome guests, but getting Jean Trebek in here, Alex Trebek's wife, the late great Alex Trebek's wife, to come on the
Wow.
show was a really cool day for me.
How did you guys
So
swing that?
I just reached out to her website, and her person reached back to me and said she'd love to come on, and I said amazing, and there she is. And then she sent me, but then a week or two later, I got a package from Jean Trebek, and inside was 5 of Alex Trebek's ties.
You are shitting me.
And a personal handwritten note from Jean. It said, "Thanks for being on the
Get
show."
out of town. Here's the thing. She is on the level with Dolly Parton.
Yes.
Okay? Because you know, as I know from interviewing celebrities, and Ken, you know this too.
You remember the great ones.
Most of the time, like when you're interviewing a lot of people, like they don't even really look at you necessarily fully as a human. They're just like, this is a person just with a lot of questions. But there are the people who are so kind, and you're like, that's why that person is successful.
Correct.
Ariana Grande, first time I ever interviewed her, sent me a whole thing of cake pops. Okay, I'll never forget that. A girl I know interviewed Dolly Parton, told her, I like your jacket. Dolly Parton sent her jacket.
What?
Yeah. So, I mean, here's the thing. I just
man,
think there are really good people out there.
Let me tell you, as somebody that did a ton of those junkets, I only have 2 memorable interviews, and it was from the same movie.
Oh my gosh, what?
It was Jake Gyllenhaal and Renee Russo from Nightcrawler.
Oh, really?
I went in for Jake Gyllenhaal first. I just did rapid fire questions for them. And then about 2 weeks later, I was at John and Vinny's on Fairfax, and Jake Gyllenhaal was there having breakfast, and I walked by, and he was like, "Hey, man." And I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "Don't call me Jakey Jills," because I gave him a nickname. I was like, "Would you like the nickname Jakey Jills?" He's like,
No.
"Jills, yes. Jakey, no." I was like, "Okay." And then Renee Russo and I'm pretty sure that we basically are on this. We fell in love in about
You did.
4.5
That's
minutes.
so fun when that happens.
Yeah. And
Oh
like,
my gosh.
she got up because I don't know, like you're supposed to shake hands. She got up and gave me the biggest, warmest hug.
That is everything.
Everything.
Right?
And I figured like after that I'm done. I don't need to do these anymore. I
Wow.
hit the top because I'll tell you what, Thomas Crown Affair, Renee Russo and Thomas Crown Affair. I mean, like
Peak level. Peak level.
And
Absolutely.
then Jake Gyllenhaal's like the coolest dude. Who wouldn't want to be Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, and he just keeps getting better with
Jakey
age.
Giles.
He
Yeah.
really does. I don't even know. Is he
He's taking those rich
65
people
or
drugs.
45? Yes. Which, by the way, they exist.
Yeah.
Chelsea Handler just admitted to this on a podcast I listened to because she is Benjamin Buttoning. And she's like, oh, it's very expensive. I'm taking a lot of drugs.
Yes.
And so it does exist. It's a real thing.
I can't wait to age gracefully and then disappear. Just into dust.
Just into the ether.
Into the dust.
Oh my gosh, wait, are you turning 40 next year too? Yeah. Me too. How do you feel about it?
I'm pretty psyched about it.
Me too. I feel good
Yeah,
about it.
I do.
It's nice to be alive.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I love my 30s. I love my 20s. I'm sure I'm going to love my 40s. You know? Their age is a number. I just keep being me.
I like that. Put that on a perk shirt. Sell that to people.
Joslyn Davis, you're the best. Should we do some videos that make me smile and then we can get out of here?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do it. We went long hoping that Lily might show up, but
Alas.
alas.
We're the worst.
Yeah. All right, watch. You remember the movie Blue Streak?
I
Look at
don't
this.
think I ever saw this.
What? Look at this
But
guy. He did the perfect Martin Lawrence.
That's Brian Burns from the Carolina Panthers.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is
get
2
out
years
of
ago.
here. Oh, this is 2 years ago.
Yeah, but he just reposted it.
Oh, man, this is so good.
Oh my gosh.
Blue Streak is an amazing movie, Joslyn. You need to watch it.
Okay, well, I have
Yeah.
no idea who he is or what that is, but I do know that I love this TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I do know
amazing.
that, like, he is really committed. and
Committed.
Dancing is just so fun.
It is.
He's doing the exact scenes in the background.
See, he's doing it because Martin Lawrence.
Okay,
see?
wow. To perfection.
Yep. Woo.
Brian.
You know, that's great.
Burns.
That's great. But that ain't no Joslyn Davis body rolls.
No,
Okay.
I do love a body roll.
No.
You probably love dancing too.
I do
Yeah.
live for it.
Yeah, live
Yeah.
to dance.
Can't wait till my daughter. My goal is that Rosie wants to take dance classes and also golf, and we do them together. Like I go to some dance classes, and she plays golf with me. and all that
Dreams.
kind of stuff.
Just start planting the seeds.
Yeah,
Start planting the seeds heavily.
100%. All right,
Oh my gosh.
Well, this is how I feel in New York. How I felt living in New York every day. This was my dog. Like,
Just exhausted.
another day in this city where everything just smells like urine, and the
Oh my
subway is
gosh.
a literal pit of death. And I have
That's
to.
a really cute dog.
It is a very cute dog. You have
Only
to.
living dog
Do you
in
act like
New
going to the
York.
park is something that like is an activity? Like, at least we have Central Park. Yeah, but to get to Central Park, you got to take a subway there, and then it just appears out of nowhere. All right, we got
Gosh,
two
the
more.
dogs
Kaika?
of New York, man.
Watch this kid. Look, he's a little umpire.
Is he a little umpire? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Look at him. He just loves doing what he does.
Good.
Come on.
So cute.
Foul tip.
Boom.
That kid is a genius. He's like, I don't want to be a player. I want to
No.
own the team.
Look at he's like, foul ball.
It's freaking him out. He's moving so smooth and controlled that I think he's like a little adult.
I know. He's so good.
Body
Oh
language
my
is like spot on.
gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. He's gonna be a great major league
And
umpire.
he's got like the full major league umpire outfit. When I used
got
to
the whole
umpire, they
thing.
used to give me just like a blocker and a mask, and I get hit in the shins every time.
What a cutie.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
This is the kind of stuff I want to see at more little league games. Stop putting adults at umpire and put the kids.
They can see so much
Yeah.
from that vantage
Totally.
point, honestly.
That's the
Look-
best.
Look, it's perfect.
We got to show our buddy John Kaiser
I
this.
know. We got one more, Kaika?
Yeah, so this one is a dad venting to his daughter about a discussion he just had with his wife.
We've had a discussion.
About what?
Your mother wants to get a convertible. No, a car without a lid.
How many drinks has that guy had?
But whenever we're in the normal car, nobody's allowed to lower the window more than a crack because it messes with the hair. So, explain that to me.
Oh, Dad. Oh my gosh, I love him. You know she's getting the convertible.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah,
definitely
good for
Yeah,
happening.
100%.
Oh my gosh, I love
And
it.
I love Australian accents.
Me too.
Yeah, it's so good. Oh, man.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
We've really gone through it today, haven't we?
We have. We've done it. You're the best.
was so fun.
You're the best. Joslyn Davis, congrats on everything.
Thank you. You too.
Flipping
200
houses.
shows.
Yeah, we
Cheers to
did it.
200 more.
Thanks, Lily, as always, for being here.
Had a hoot.
My day in, day out co-host that has never missed a show, Ken. Lily Marston, the sleuth herself. Lily, the sleuth Marston. She needs like a S last name for the sleuth to work.
She does. We should reassign her a new last
Yeah,
name.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lily, the sleuth
Smith.
There you go. I don't know where I was going. I was going to say like Salmonzelli. Like I just made her
Ooh.
Italian.
Oh, I like
Just made
that
her
though.
Italian.
I could see that.
Right?
Okay, sure.
Samsonite. I was way off.
There you go. Remember, thank you again to everybody that made 200 possible. Thank you all for watching every single weekday here, at least the weekdays that we've only missed about probably 6 weekdays
Wow.
since we started, whether it's been for health reasons or just whatever. Ken has subbed in for a few episodes. Mark Riley has subbed in for a few episodes because I was away on paternity leave. And we're here tomorrow, and we're here Friday. Sinead DeFries will be here tomorrow.
Yay, tell her I said hi.
I will. She's the best. Sinead is usually here on Thursdays. She's my
Huge
Thursday.
fan. Huge fan.
Huge Sinead fan. Mark Ellis will be here on Friday, as well as Tyler Boone. Ken's coming in on Friday.
Gotcha.
As well. Our buddy Tyler Boone owns Boone's Bourbon, Joslyn.
Oh, yes, I've heard of that here on the show,
yeah,
actually.
you have. That's right, because it was the sponsor when we were doing your Josh Party. That's
right.
There you go. Remember, go ahead, Ken. You got something.
Oh, don't forget today, if you're a member,
yes,
we have a live stream at 4. Update live stream at 4 p.m. We'll
Full
send the
town
link
hall.
out in Discord. No email, Discord.
Yes.
Nice.
And then we'll release that live stream to the people tomorrow after the Positivity Report.
Yeah.
Thank you again for watching. Remember, every single day you choose positivity. It's an act of choice. Call somebody, text them, tell them you love them. It matters. It's where you love than hate. Find the good. We'll see you tomorrow.